wise, we've got the leather steering wheel with carbon fiber paddles. We've got the M1 and the M2 button. So for anyone that's not familiar with M cars, usually most M cars have a function where you can customize your own driver mode. So you can usually customize damping, you can customize the steering feel, throttle feel. But yeah, it's definitely harnessing this power a lot better than the M4. It was a lot spikier. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a car that things could go very wrong if you're not careful. We are driving with traction off right now, but I would say less sketchy, definitely less sketchy. I mean, bro, like the way, look at this, look, it's what the, like, yeah, you're gonna have a problem trying to stay with this. I think on this car you can customize the traction control, like there's a 10-step traction control system. Also you can change the brake feel. So yeah, it's just nuts. Loads of buttons on the steering wheel. You just heard that noise, that's because we've got finger gestures. So yeah, turn back down. So yeah, you've got hand gestures, you've got all these buttons down here. You can also see more carbon fiber. It is a special place to be. We've got virtual displays, and you can see BMW have definitely switched it up. The whole design language has changed. Gone is the typical analog BMW feel. This feels more like I'm in an RS5 or even like an E63. Steering wise, it's very responsive. I don't know what settings we have it in now. I've not, like, honestly, there's so much going on. Like, you know, you go to setup and look, you've got split engine, chassis, steering, brake, bro, it's literally going off it. But yeah, let's flatten the throttle. Definitely moves around from the rear. This is the rear wheel drive version, as I would have already mentioned. There is an X-Drive version which will obviously get to 60 a lot faster. The races that I've seen on, say, like CarWow, I think there's obviously going to be more drivetrain loss in the four-wheel drive version, so the rear wheel on a rolling race will be a little quicker. Handling is awesome. The way it soaks up the bumps as well. It's the first time I've been let loose on one of these by myself, by the way. Archie, if you're watching, bro, the ZF just works like any other ZF box. You flatten it at any point and there's just power. Yeah, the gear shifts sound crazy. It's like this, I don't even know how to describe the sound. Man, the way that it's soaking up the bumps though, must have it in like a comfort setting, because there is a little bit of movement as we're traveling at speed, but you know, we have to sacrifice because we're not on a track, are we? Steering is like any M car. For those of you that are not aware, I used to own the M4 competition. Anytime you flatten the throttle, whoa, brakes are good as well. Only a big car on the road as well. It's not, I mean, like, would we say the M4 was small, the pre-gen? I mean, fairly compared to the E92. But yeah, 1800 kilos this car, almost, yeah, like that's a lot of weight, man. I think depending on spec, you can get this up to, yeah, as I say, 1800 kilos. The F90 M5 was like 1950. It's definitely not as big from inside the cabin. Visibility is good. It feels kind of round and it does feel a little big. But yeah, look, it's very easy to steer. It's definitely got that M car vibe. Like, obviously, not tons of feedback. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Flatten the throttle, ZF box, immediate power. It feels, bro, sounds bad, but it feels and sounds like an M140. But look, love to see what the difference was with the X-Drive. Very, very fast. MDM kicking in. Wow. usable power as well. I mean, we are definitely on the absolute limit, which is why BMW are now getting X-Drive or giving X-Drive options. It is awesome that they've actually made 2 cars and made one specifically rear wheel. Obviously, strange thing is, it sounds crazy. The thing that's always intrigued me is whether, if BMW only made a rear-wheel drive version, would it have been a better rear-wheel drive car? Because this car has obviously had a lot of focus on being X-Drive, right? But I know people are like, oh, if you want it to be rear-wheel drive, just disconnect and you can put it in rear. But I'm like, bro, it's the whole mindset behind it, isn't it? If it was solely rear-wheel drive, you know, the mapping, the tuning may have been different. Who cares anyway? I mean, like, the way you can throw it in, the front end is just, yeah, like any other M car, 100%. It's got that razor sharp front end. The rear definitely sticks as well. Yeah, it's weird, like the way that it slides, it doesn't slide like how the pre-gen used to slide. It's I don't know, it might be, could be gearbox related, I'm not too sure, or just might be where, I don't know, it's almost like the mapping, it's like the power's being smoothened out. It's like it's not giving me the full unleashed 510 horsepower at any given moment. Like, it's almost like as if it dials it back. It doesn't feel like the car's slowing down. It's just, as I say, if it was giving me the whole throttle, I would be able to continue spinning through. I don't know. Let's go M1. I think that's traction off. So we flatten the throttle. Okay, we're in some sort of manual mode now. Brakes feel good. Got a load of sun.